Here's the thing. We love AIB. AIB have made some of the best feminist sketches in the past 3 years. But we have a small problem.
AIB seems to cast women and write female characters only and only when they're absolutely needed. For the sake of argument, let's call them women sketches. These sketches are written by women, have strong female characters, and are intended to target women.
So we were watching this sketch that AIB made called Uno's PSA. Now, I just want to stress on the fact that Uno is quite a genderless game.
It's played by boys, girls, uncles, aunties, children alike. Anyway, in the AIB video, 3 men and a woman play Uno, while the men talk about things like,
ये गेम तो मैं ही जीतूंगा.
The woman's involvement is one reaction shot. Yep, literally this reaction shot.
And it goes further. The sketch breaks into a parody of an infomercial with a male talk show host and a male doctor. They talk about erectile dysfunction, which is a hyper male problem. But
when the scene returns, the woman has disappeared. She's gone. In fact, we replaced her with a table lamp and found no difference in the narrative of the sketch.
And then we replaced women in other AIB sketches with table lamps, and guess what? They work just as fine as well. Here's what we conclude. There are a lot of characters in AIB videos that are genderless.
By that we mean they could be played by a man or a woman, but AIB chooses for them to be played by men. Characters like engineers, doctors, police constables, news anchors,
People with political opinions, friends who order food, friends who eat paneer, were all played by men.
In fact, Sumedh here played an art collector in Honest Placements with an actual dialogue.
Aayushi, on the other hand, played Friend 3 in background shot of Honest Restaurants.
Now, we'd be biased and wrong if we said that AIB doesn't cast women. In fact, women have written some brilliant sketches at AIB. The Bollywood diva song Women's Besties 1 and 2, Harassment Through the Ages, It's Your Fault were all great sketches, making a very strong social statement.
But our point is that these sketches are about women. So obviously they have to cast women in them. They're meant to trigger shares and solidify AIB's public hyper-feminist image in the social media marketplace.
It almost seems like in the AIB writer's room that women exist on their own planet, as feminists in feminist women sketches. Or here they don't exist at all. Feminism ideally is where men and women coexist in equality. But female characters in AIB videos are either feminists or plot devices like mother, bai, friend, girlfriend.
Woman in bar, random woman at funeral, woman in engineering college, token professor in engineering college, background,
More background.
and a woman who can be replaced by table lamp while men authoritatively talk about Uno. In fact, it's almost like the question,
Is this comedy space more sexist than other fields in this country?
Best answered by Aditi, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. It's really hard to pick a woman, guys. No.
The Bechdel test was originally created to depict gender inequality in media. It states that a piece of media should have
2 women in it.
Right, done.
They talk to each other
Yep, doing it right now.
about something other than a man.
and only 2 sketches of AIB other than the women sketches pass the Bechdel test.
the first one is of Apps for People and the second one is of Apps for People Part 2. It took mobile application technology to find an AIB sketch that actually passes the Bechdel test. And dude, trust me, we really tried to find more.
In 2016, BuzzFeed India made a video called Your Childhood in 100 Seconds. If you examine it, the protagonist is gender neutral. You have no way of knowing whether it's male or female.
Watch what happens when AIB parodies the video. Their version, Your Adulthood in 100 Seconds, becomes a male video almost instantaneously. See? He jerked off. Even their latest sketch, My Friend Revisor, a video about homosexuality, is centered around gay men. Women as usual.
You guessed it, became background. It's really nice to have feminist sketches. I mean, we can't get enough of them. But as a woman, it would be really nice to see my gender do exactly the same things that men do. Play the same characters, engineers and doctors that men do.
And we thought that this is limited to their sketches, but it isn't. their first 2 song collaborations are male. And the same applies with their podcasts.
When Lipstick Under My Burqa did promotions, here's who did the podcast. I mean, they're all women. It's amazing. Yay! But here's who interviews everyone else. Anurag Kashyap, Irfan Khan, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Shah Rukh Khan, Ranbir Kapoor and Bhuvan Bam.
Now I understand. You could argue and say that yes, they are celebrities, so they require the core members of AIB, right? But so are Ratna Pathak Shah and Konkana Sen Sharma. In fact, we wanted to reach out to one of AIB's collaborators for a statement, and then we found
I'm playing a sexy teacher because that's what I do in AIB videos. Either have an orgasm or play someone sexy. I'm very excited. Can you not see from my face?
At the end of the day, AIB is a business. They need to cater to that. And the last time we checked, over 80% male audience between the ages of 14 and 30.
You know, AIB doesn't owe us, its audience, anything. Without them, even these few feminist sketches might not exist. This is a problem that plagues not just AIB, but the entire Indian internet. TVF, EIC, SMG, filter copy.
There's a filter copy video called Things Women Are Tired of Hearing. And all of the writers are 5 men. I think at this point they just felt guilty that there was no female collaboration. So they listed the 5 names of the men in the credits and suffixed it with our female friends.
Coming back to AIB, yes, they owe us nothing. But if a collective is willing to make statements on social issues and be celebrated about their progressive views, maybe, just maybe, they should put their money where their mouth is and show women as, you know, normal human beings.
Capable of doing the same things that men do. Saying the same punchlines that men do can make just as much of a difference as an entire sketch dedicated to women. We did find this hidden gem, however, in which Uruj Ashfaq and Supriya Joshi played genderless characters. The sketch still doesn't pass the Bechdel test, but it is possible.
And here's why it's important. AIB has influenced an entire generation of YouTubers, writers, comedians, content creators. Dude, like, we started making videos and believing that there is a place for us on the internet and in comedy because of the work that they did.
And come on, AIB's influence is huge. On the one hand, they've crashed TRAI's servers, and on the other, they've made every video that they make becomes a reference and a starting point for future creators. If women are represented like this in AIB sketches, the trickle-down effect is problematic. My name is Aayushi.
My name is Sumedh.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to share it. And the next time you see a girl that's just put in a video for the heck of it, make sure you meme the shit out of it and let the creators know. Replace her with a table lamp and send it to them and send it to us.